Leio ka makaeha, no ka makaeha. Leina lia wahine ana wahine ki hene pua. Ele hoi, elili ulani ele hoi, elili ulani
As you saw, a lot of times the government, they like to say that we got rights. The rights is protected by law, but as you guys could see, we couldn't even gain the entrance into some place that we consider Bahipana. So just open your eyes to the truth. We're not always as free as we think. Even though we get stuck in this life of technology and other things, there's more things that's important to us. It's our right as Kanaka Maoli. Our right to be here with our people, to stand with our people. So consider this the special day. Hopefully some of you guys' eyes, I heard from his mouth, he just couldn't believe what was happening. He just couldn't believe how the people from the state of Hawaii was behaving. Some of them was behaving unprofessionally. And the hard part is there's kupuna. That's our own people. So let this open up you guys' eyes and help guide your choices later on in the future.
She ever participated on this level, and we were able to speak to a lot of tourists in the front, Kui and the two girls, and they were asking lots of questions. So we wanted them to look up more information, look at the news or see what's happening, because we were a little concerned that not too many people knew what was going on. I even had a phone call from my sister. Is it true that people have occupied the palace? And I'm like, yeah. So it's like this whole big rumor has now been confirmed. And so now everybody's gonna go and refer to the news media. And for me, I feel so good because it's like, wow, the more educated we are about what's happening, the more we can tell more Hawaiians about what's happening in our own place where we live. So mahalo for the opportunity to share it with you folks.
Mahalo. Where's Andre? On the phone. Hi, Dan. He's over there. Experience what was happening here. For Kokua, this group, at first we didn't know what was going on. We started to find out more. It was good that how we processed it. We talked about it. We tried to make an informed decision. Should we Kokua? Then we realized, oh, we should. We think they're doing a solid movement. Come down here. Most of the gates were blocked, but everybody was patient. I didn't hear anybody back-talking anybody. This was a peaceful, graceful move, and I think we handled ourselves well, and I want to say I'm proud of Halau Lokahi students. It's good to be down here. It's a different strategy. There's been different strategies at taking the palace at different times, from the counter-revolution back in 1895 to now. And it's always going to keep changing, so it's neat to see a different strategy. We weren't sure what was going to happen at first, but then now we found out. For those of you, maybe you can enlighten me if I don't have it right. Apparently the agreement was that the Kingdom of Hawaii will leave here at 5 o'clock because that's the end of their regular work day, and then they're going to come back in the morning, yeah? Is that correct? At 8 o'clock, because they've reestablished themselves, this Iolani Palace, as the seat of government of the Kingdom of Hawaii. And that's the way they're looking at it. They weren't trying to take the palace away because it already belongs to us, yeah. So it's a different strategy, So it didn't press, it didn't force the arrest. So Ideal and R backed off, opened the gates, yeah. So I like this strategy. It's a different approach. I'm glad to be here and be a part of it. So mahalo.
You're holding one of these. This is your book for today. It is your history lesson. Many of you who have come with cameras today, this is your history lesson. Up front, up in front of everyone to see, and it played out right in front of you. That's your lesson, your history today. Learn, observe, but learn. Mahalo.
Well, all these cameras. Excuse me.
We'll be on your beach.
Hold on a second.
Anyways, nui ke aloha ia oko, makai.
Just wanted to say mahalo to everybody, kubo, and to our haumana, yeah, for thinking about it, processing it, and coming to this decision to come down. These kinds of things, for us as Hawaiians, to do these kinds of things takes courage. And there's always this apprehension. And you know, we've been trained to be afraid, to be uncomfortable. We've been trained to be non-confrontational. But we gotta remember, confrontation is not necessarily a bad thing. There's such a thing as peaceful confrontation. That's how Gandhi got the British out of India, through peaceful confrontation. We must be confrontational, and sometimes we have to be confrontational with each other. If we cannot be confrontational with each other as a people, how will we ever confront America for justice? So we have to have courage, we have to stand firm in our belief and have conviction, and we have to be smart. Well, we talked about it, we analyzed the risk, the liability, and we made a decision. And I think it was a good thing. This is a living history, our living culture for us. So this is all part of the genealogy of our struggle towards self-determination, self-governance, and sovereignty. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be without risk. We just have to be smart about it. We got to have courage. As our beloved queen said, Onipa'a, mahalo.